Oh.
I got him again!
She does that all the time.
All the time. ¿Qué pasa, mi gente? It's your girl, Becky G, and I'm here today to introduce my new brow products, and I have a very special guest with me that will show you all the tips and tricks to using them. And not only is he one of the most talented professional makeup artists in the industry, but also a dear friend of mine. Welcome, Gilly Estrada.
Hola.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm so good. I'm so happy you're here. It's funny because I just call you Gilly. I never call you by your last name.
I know.
So it feels so professional.
It feels so weird. I don't even know who Estrada is.
You're a professional, boo. You've been doing this for a long time. If you could do us the honor of just giving us your background and your time in the game.
Let's do it. Well, hi everyone. My name is Gilly. I have been doing makeup for 13 years professionally here in Los Angeles. I absolutely love it. I get to work with amazing people like Becky. So yeah, I'm really excited to be here today and kind of showcase, you know, what we got cooking.
Yes, lots of exciting things happening here, but one of the most exciting things I think has happened in my glam life is meeting you. Because the glam moments that we have created have always been fun, not just on the face, but to experience as well. I feel like when I first met you, Steph was the one. My sister was like, yo, Gilly's got to do a beat on you. That's all I'm saying. Gilly's got to get his hands on you. And I was like, okay, we'll see when. And I feel like since the first time we glammed, I was like, this almost feels like we've been doing it for longer than...
It's well been over a year, but I think the first time that I actually did both you and your sister was for her graduation.
For her graduation.
And I was like, dang, dude, time flies. Yeah. Time flies. But yeah, I'm so blessed to be with you guys now.
I'm so happy. All right, so let's get started. Why don't we begin with the Hello Brows DualEnded Brow Pencil. I am so excited about our brow pencil because for me, it was very important to create a brow pencil that is universal enough for anyone to use. Whether you have sparse or big fluffy brows, this pencil will work perfectly for you. Our brow pencil is dual-ended. One side is a micro tip, and then the other side is a triangle tip, which kind of has like a little teardrop shape, which I'm obsessed with, and it helps you just really fill in the brow perfectly. Per usual, cruelty-free, vegan, and clean, also available in 6 shades: blonde, auburn, warm brown, taupe, black brown, and black. But the best part of our brow pencil is the ingredient that we infused it with, which is native to Mexico, and it's the mamey seed oil. For us at Treslúce, it's important to not only celebrate our Latinx culture, but to infuse Latinx ingredients in our products. For those of you who are maybe not so familiar with mamey, it is a fruit that grows in southern Mexico, and it is designed to nourish hair. So now that I've introduced you to our dual-ended brow pencil, why don't we dive in to see how it works?
So I tried this product on myself a few days ago and I absolutely loved it. I love the precision that this end gives me. So if I wanted to give you more of a defined brow, I can totally use that. And then the triangle side is amazing for filling in sparse areas. Someone that doesn't have, someone who's not blessed with a nice fluffy brow like my girl, it's gonna be perfect for you. So I'm gonna show you guys how to utilize both sides and take you step by step on how to achieve a really nice fluffy brow on Becky.
Let's go.
All right, so me personally, I like to start off with a spoolie brush, and I like to go ahead and comb up the brow so I can kind of see the natural shape of her brow. I'm gonna take the precision side of the pencil, and we're going to slowly start mapping out the brow. Me personally, I like to start towards the middle of the brow and work my way out to the tail. You wanna remember that the first initial application of product is where a majority of the product is gonna get distributed. So I don't want a whole bunch of color payoff in the front. I want it to be as natural as possible. So where you guys typically want to start your brow is, I always like to use the nostril as a guide. This will be the starting point of the brow, so you can obviously draw a dot here if you need to. I'm gonna have Becky look straight, so look straight. I'm gonna go ahead and right here on the iris, I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little dot right there, and that's gonna be the arch point of the brow. And then right here on the lower lash line, that's where you typically would want to finish the brow. So it's almost like in 3 steps, and then you go ahead and connect the dots. I'm gonna take my spoolie again and just kind of comb that product up a little bit. And I really like this product. It glides on the skin very nicely and it adheres beautifully. So now we're gonna be going in with the triangle side and filling in those sparse areas. And the cool thing is with this side, you could use it multiple ways. You can use it straight on the brow like this to kind of cover more ground. You can tilt it on the side to kind of give more hair-like strokes. But we're just filling in the sparse areas right now.
Ooh.
So
I'm totally watching in the monitor, guys.
hello, brows.
Hello.
And then with the precision side, I'm gonna go ahead and create more hair-like strokes in the front. And the shade that I'm using to perfect this fluffy brow is warm brown. It's a beautiful, beautiful tone for her, and it matches perfectly.
Kaboom. One of my greatest sources of inspiration is, what do I wish I had in my kit? What am I missing in my kit? And I realized that even in my like everyday to-go baggie of like light makeup, I was carrying 2 to 3 different brow pencils. And I was like, I just wish it was just in one.
And look,
and here it is. And I was like, it would be perfect if we were able to do a 2-in-1. And what I think we're recognizing about this application on me is that the dual end also, although it's the same shade, distributes the color differently. So the intensity of the color on the micro end is intentional to create the strands of hair, but then the triangular side distributes the color a little bit lighter, a little bit differently to help kind of blend everything and fill in the blanks.
Oh, I definitely see that. It almost gives me like a powder finish. Like,
Yeah.
you fill it in, it's powder, it's very light. It's still opaque, but it's not like as intense as the precision side. Love.
Mi gente, I am so excited to share my other little baby here, Hello Brows Clear Brow Gel. I know I always say this about all of my products, but since the moment I received my first lab sample of this little baby right here, it became my go-to in my makeup kit, and she is literally everything. I mean, she is multi-purpose. You can use it not only to sculpt your brows, but lift and tame them and put them in place so they don't go anywhere. And it's easy to apply, and it's mess-free and long-lasting and lightweight and waterproof and all of the things that you would look for in the perfect brow gel. And these things are so hard to create, but when you get it perfectly, it's like chef's kiss. It's also infused with mame seed oil, vitamin E, castor oil. For me, creating things that have healthy benefits for the skin and for the hair, like your brow hairs, is super important. And after creating our dual-ended brow pencil, I was like, we need a perfect brow gel to go with it. And voila, she was born. Let's get to it.
So now we're gonna go ahead and take this clear brow gel, and I'm gonna show you guys how I like to work it into the brows. Like I said before, we're doing more of a fluffy brow today, so I'm gonna go ahead and
Top coat her.
yeah, top coat.
It's gonna be used as a top coat today.
top coat this bad boy.
Which it can also be used alone.
Oh yeah, personally.
I know you don't like, you don't really use, you like just a brow gel moment.
Just a brow gel moment. I don't personally fill in my brows with pencils because they are already kind of thick, but I like to keep them nice and tamed. So this is the perfect product for me. You know, I think of it like an accessory for the brows.
Ooh.
Pop that on afterwards.
Love
and you're
that.
good to go. So
I have to confess something.
Tell me.
Sebas, my boyfriend, was one of the first ones to test out this product for me.
And he loved
He
it.
has like the most gorgeous, thick brows. Also doesn't need to fill them in, but they do need some taming. So I was like, come here, let me get my hands on you. Let me just see if it really works. And it did.
It did?
Yeah.
Well,
So
I'm excited.
fellas, check it out. I just had to. I had to.
I love you. So this brow gel can be used as a top coat or alone, like I said. It instantly gives the brows that nice lifted look. So we're gonna go ahead and apply this now.
Do it.
So whenever I'm using a brow gel to finish off the brows, I personally like to kind of work the product in. So I'm gonna be taking this fine tip micro spoolie, I guess you can say. I like to take it and run it through the brows back and forth so it coats all the way around the brow hairs. After I'm done with that, I go ahead and brush the brow hairs up. I don't like to use a lot of pressure when doing this. If you use too much pressure, you can kind of almost give that brow more of a laminated look. I want it to be nice and fluffy. And again, Becky has like the perfect eyebrows, so I don't need to do too much. And then the longer hairs, I just kind of comb back
put them in place.
Yeah, so they look nice and even. And this is a long wearing brow gel. It's waterproof, so it's not gonna go anywhere. But yeah, so that's the before and after on these brows. So now that we're done with the brows, I'm gonna go ahead and take this beautiful Destinos palette and we're gonna go ahead and achieve a nice bronze goddess look.
Let's get it. So I wanted to name these Snackables. So they're Snackable Destinos because they're literally like, you know, like when you have like a little snack.
They're cute.
In your bag.
I love
like,
that.
It's just like a little makeup snack, you know?
I love it, I love it, I love it.
Yeah, this one's called Calmness. And it's yellow, it's my favorite color.
I know, I love that yellow shade in there. All right, so I'm gonna take the Destinos palette and I'm gonna dip my 104 brush into that nice like mustardy shadow. And we're gonna run this through her crease. I personally love this brush. It's extremely fluffy and it distributes the product nice and evenly throughout the crease. Think of this as our transition shade. We want more of a wash of color all over the lid, in the crease. I'm gonna go ahead and concentrate some of that product on the outer corner of the eye, distributing that into the crease and kind of blending that out. All right, so now I'm taking my 100 brush and we're gonna run this beautiful yellow color. Again, it's more of a brighter mustardy tone and run that on top. And now I'm taking the B100 brush and running that mustardy tone all over the crease. With my B103 brush, I'm taking that chocolate brown shadow in the palette and applying this on the outer corner of her eye. I wanna add a little bit of intensity towards the outer corner, give it more of like a soft smoky effect. And I love this brush too. It's perfect for precision blending. It's not too big, it's not too small, and it applies the product really nicely. I'm going back in with that B104 brush and just blending all those colors together so we have a nice seamless blend. So now that I have that chocolate brown eyeshadow blended, I'm going to take my B111 brush and start applying this all over the lid. And this is a beautiful bronzed eyeshadow. It reflects beautiful. You can really see the glitter in this product. It's beautiful. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up a little bit more shadow and build up the intensity. And then just taking a clean brush, this is a B105 brush, I'm going through where I just applied that bronze shadow and blending out those edges. All right, so this is the finished look, you guys. So I achieved this beautiful eye look using the Destinos Calmness palette. It's a beautiful bronzed goddess kind of look that we achieved. We paired this beautiful eyeshadow application with the Eterno eyeliner in La Noche and these beautiful lashes in the style Sensual.
They're 60 lash, so they really just scream dimension.
Yes, they're
really
beautiful.
open up the eyes. So yeah, guys, this is the final look.
Gorge.
Get close. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I cannot wait for you guys to try all of our Hello Brow products.